What's going? Why is your sleep schedule so bad?
I,
What's
I
happened?
really don't know. Like, I don't know. But I'm been awake since yesterday now. So the plan is I just finish I finish this and I go bed. I can wake up at a normal time tomorrow and it'll be reset. All good.
I feel like I've gone reasonably light on the editing. 'Cause I find like really in your face, like
Uh
colorful, like vinyl effect, that kind of stuff. I just
yeah,
find that jarring.
yeah. I wish I actually saved clips when it was during the season.
Yeah.
Oh
To be
well.
honest, I should have been doing that as well, but it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really like I'm playing a Kirai character where I kill 5 people every game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Wait, can I show you this RuPaul VOD that I saw it this morning? I was
Yeah,
like,
go on.
holy shit, this guy's insane. Uh,
What hobbies you enjoy doing outside gaming?
Keep in sight. I'll have us
Gooning.
in and out in no time. Stand up straight.
Burning. I can carry single though. I can't. I need to.
like this game, he was actually playing insane.
That would have been
Right.
better. Every time you tell me not to do something, the urge, like the fucking worm in my brain, the tapeworm, just do it. Then for it. What can you? Get you low. Get you one.
Auto one on cart.
Tracer behind.
Monkey top again.
Need to reload.
Trey one.
Monkey low. I'm one.
That's kind of cool.
Two up.
There's a pylon up top, but
No wonder I
Oh, Trey one.
hold strong.
Wait, actually one.
Monkey Trey.
Hey, monkey. Trey
behind.
Trey low. Kill Trey. Come on.
yeah.
Trey behind two. Yeah, right has now.
Stand up straight.
Burning.
I can carry single though.
Victory.
Well,
Speed help or
There
sick.
you go, help yourself on.
Give touch to.
I got it. Cool. Lucio in the sky. I'm gonna die, but. Oh, can someone say
Honestly,
What the fuck was that? Oh my god.
People just don't miss.
Very low, bro.
No, it's the fact that he thought about that being the correct play.
Yeah.
To just sleep the Anna
Two.
because the Anna would just be free healing the entire time.
This is Lucio too.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna do that now.
I can taste
Hey,
it.
this guy's certified.
No.
Yeah, he's pretty sick. He's actually insane.
Mace it.
And he's got the Korean Anna gene.
Sick burning.
Keep your man. Bottom right.
Shield.
Hey, this might be us this split.
Get in there.
3, 2, 1.
Enemy slept.
Hit your man. Hey.
3 to 1. No one follow.
Oh, I'm ulting wide.
Like they hate me. Okay. Get you one.
There's a play later with this where he makes a Juno, which is just fucking. It's so dumb that it's amazing. Holy bitrate.
Good pedal gunning top main. Bridging.
Oh, it tastes so lovely.
Basically, he's 30 and he's top 10.
He's 13.
30.
Oh, I was gonna say. I didn't think RuPaul was 13.
No, not RuPaul. His duo. His duo is Beluga. He's 30.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. This King's roleplay.
Okay, going. Turn my monitor off.
Next fight, I think.
Domain.
Like he's just an absolute freak.
Yeah, no TP. Hazard on me. Slept on height. Let's
I'm down.
guns.
I'm down. I'm
They're
down.
all on height. 3 of them on height. I'm dropping. How much you know?
I love how he casually 180s mid shot, mid burst, and actually hits the rest of the shots.
yeah.
Just give a tick.
So he's contesting Widow right now.
I'm 20 to nano. Lucio behind.
That didn't work. He's just ulting out in her face, like what? This is not real.
Lucio, 1. Somebody on point. Swidow, I think.
What RuPaul's doing?
Jaywalking.
Honestly, this guy's actual freak.
Looking for nade now.
Oh yeah, stuff like this.
We just regroup.
Live.
I'm gonna go top left. I'm looking for a nade.
Kill Dart.
Looking for nade now. Kiri naded.
Hey man. What the fuck is going on?
Just play life, play life. Cover Genji if we can. We're not with you, Zark here.
No one's ever with me.
Lucio.
Me and my thoughts. I'm darkness.
Eat myself and
I just feel like he knows when he can survive.
I have nade for Graph. It's the one bubble as well. Nice siege. I'm with you, Zark. Genji in our backline on our Ash. It's losable.
It is one one. Can you mega one?
Get away from him!
He's sniper.
I hit somebody naded in backline.
Why are you looking there, mate?
We're 25.
See, it's not just me that takes that angle.
Slept. That's cleanse. I'm at 85.
Must be good if they're doing it.
I gotta reload soon. I'm at 92. I can look for sleep.
Actually, I'm so glad that I wasn't born in America.
You want me?
I wouldn't be able to deal with this. Pure Yappington.
I can do no trade.
Genji's low. C9.
Too much fucking aura, bro. I just single-handedly made them C9.
Okay, that's not what I wanted to watch, but yeah. I just saw that this morning. I was like, I was actually shocked. Guess what we're doing today? We are gonna watch one map of OWCS Korea, and that's it.
Okay, we got a good turnout here.
Yeah, let's go. Wait, Jin's making sushi. Wait, that's sick.
Yeah.
Sweet corn sushi. Is that a thing?
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know whether I should call it sushi. I don't come from the culture, so. Time management.
Well, given that there's only 4 of us here, well, what do you want to do? We could do. I could just do one of your VODs, Eric, if you want to.
Yeah, sure.
Well, to be honest, this is actually useful for me anyway. But yeah, it's fine. I'll stick with the plan. Well, okay, we'll watch this one map.
Right.
Let's make sure I'm recording. No, that's the wrong button. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so
広場のポジショニング、お互いイーブンのポジショニング。
Falcons are 1-0 up as expected.
Was this 3 days ago? Right.
Yeah. Once again, holy bit rate. Okay.
ちょっとサポートの部分が
Okay, we'll do the same. We'll do the same approach to every VOD, right? Which is you start from the very basic and then and then you build it up gradually. Because I think especially the team 3 and team 4 players, they will try like early on. They'll try and like look at the VODs that we're doing, and they think because they aren't at the level, they
Mhm.
assume that they can't learn anything. When really all the pro players do is the really basic stuff really well. So it's like
Yeah, because I think, what was it, the Team
lots of
3,
stuff is unsaid. Yeah.
the Team 3 players dipped from the last VOD review. And I think Jan said afterwards, we said what we were doing was too advanced for them. So we just left and did their own VOD review.
Nah, I don't think
Okay.
it's too advanced.
Jan said it was useless, what they were doing.
What they were doing was useless.
Yeah, that's what Jan said, yeah.
Well, to be honest, from what DB was saying to me earlier, is like when he was coaching them, like
Mhm.
they were doing most of the fundamentals quite well.
Yeah.
So maybe that bodes well, but I don't know. Okay, so we did the same thing. So Hazard obviously depends how you want to describe. So if you think about the triangle of comps, right? It's not really it's not really dive, it's not really brawl, it's not really poke. It's kind of a secret fourth category called rush, and that is the same category as fucking 5-man like Winston comps. They're not really dive, yeah. But yeah, it's the same. It's the exact same category, it's the exact same playstyle. Very similar to Queen actually.
What are you
Queen's
doing?
also
You're
in
just
there.
walking at them.
So it depends. So you see what's different in the matchup. So what we're seeing now is this is why it's important to just like not tunnel vision on a game plan. Where like you roll out, you might expect a mirror, and one hero is different, and it changes how everybody plays.
Right.
And I think that's the point. That's the point that I was trying to make at the start of like early on last year, which I think went over lots of people's heads, but it's actually quite pretty fundamental to how you approach things. So like obviously this is fucking Hazard meta, right? So what people have been doing is they swap out Kiri and Juno depending on if there's a map with high ground. Kiri on high ground maps obviously, and then Juno on everywhere else. Yeah. So this map, no high ground. Yeah, it's a Juno. But let's say a map like Night Market, you can get value at the TP because there's so many walls and stuff. So sometimes people run Kiri on Night Market, but
Okay.
most teams play Juno everywhere, I think. Okay, let's beat the comp. So currently we don't know what the rollout is because everyone does a sim rollout, right?
はいはいはい。前まではルシオキリコとかでしたね。あと穴番の影響なんかも、エコー番の影響なんかもあったりするかもしれませんね。このままだと割と出る方なんで。さあガーデン見ていきましょう。
Okay.
お、取れそうになりました。おっと
Now we see the comps, and there's only one hero this is what I was saying before. There's only one hero that's different, but this is my point. It's like you can't approach this as a rush versus rush because both teams have different win conditions. The left team is effectively the dive team, and the right team is effectively the spam team because of one hero being different. And so, just based on this, the red team wants to play slow, methodical, clear all the angles, not get 3-2-1, and then keep their backline alive. And the longer the fight goes, the more likely they are to win. And then the blue team, absolute opposite of that. Control the angles, 3-2-1 them, get into positions where you don't get poked out, and then just try and execute. So, like, which is better on this map? If you think about this map, right? Stalling is pretty OP on this map. Like the center point, you can stall forever. The spawns are reasonably close. I actually prefer the tracer angle, I think, and also there's so many flank routes,
Yeah.
and you can blink across the gap and all that. But to be honest, like if you're playing against a good team, sometimes mirroring is a bad idea. Like at least give them something to adapt to. So yeah, I don't necessarily think it's a bad idea. But yeah, it's pretty typical of what I think we'll see moving forward. I think.
トレゲンかなり速い
Keep in mind this was the last patch, but I don't think anything would have changed.
構成になりましたねさあまず
Just as a reminder that the Sojourn team is trying to be methodical, play a little bit safer, keep their Sojourn alive, not really forcing anything, and they're playing to spam, and that changes how everybody on the red team plays. For example, the red Genji is just going to be marking the other flankers. The red Hazard is just going to be keeping the other Hazard in check. The red Lucio and Juno are just going to try and pocket their Sojourn and keep themselves alive while not also being flanked and all of that. Whereas everyone on the blue team is trying to angle around the red team and do a 3-2-1 and kill them. Let's see what if that actually is what happens. But yeah, one hero is different and everyone plays differently.
さあ前の広場のポジショニングお互いイーブンの立ち位置小部屋の中は現在ニューエラが
Okay, look at this tracer angle. I mean, did you see that pixel? This tracer angle. He's on the other side of the
Yeah.
map, and he's walking towards the bridge now.
しているという中でさあこれストーマン後ろ回っているぞこれ今
Look how safe the Sojourn's playing.
中央の立ち位置もいいですよ
But the tracer's flanking.
エネルギー100の
Tracer gets a kill. So you can see already, like the blue team is an angles team. Every team is an angles team, I guess. But yeah.
Right.
状況5対3ファルコンズ優勢
And then that one kill on the Lucio, everything's opened up. So what went wrong there for red team? The Tracer got a free flank. Because they were just stalling main, the Tracer got a free flank. And their Sojourn wasn't able to the fight ended too quickly for them to do anything. And now this will be pretty AIDS to retake now.
ファルコンズが取得でいやもう後ろにトレーサーが回っていたことによってニューエラの
So similarly, you already know what they're gonna do. It's kind of this map's like if you look at the coast, it's almost the same thing as a choke, right? Even though there's no like corridor on either side, you think of when you think of a choke, right?
Mhm.
But it is really bad for these kind of 3-1 teams. So every team is against dive, or the dive style, which is what blue is playing, should always go towards white room. And that's what they probably will end up doing, just because there's a lot more enclosed. You can mark the angles a lot easier.
ニューエラが囲われてたの分かっていたので素早い仕掛け行ったんですけどもそこ逆にルーラー
And also you got time. You build rail. You have time to actually take the fight.
最距離エネルギーは100トレーサーなら
So now let's say you're Falcons, right? This is actually kind of awkward because the flank angles are now bad. You don't want to, if you're a tracer, you don't want to go towards the mega health back on the right of the screen now, and then go towards the mini. It's just too long, and then also if you get forced out, you die because it's like a straight line. There's not really any cover for you to use, except for that rock, which is by the mini. So it's actually quite dangerous to flank here. So yeah, and that's why taking this pathing is good. But yeah, I don't know.
いい形で狙いに行きましたここは不発
But you have to use it because you know that's like
取りに行く
the angle's there, so you have to use it.
立ち位置的には相手の後ろを取っているハイパーリングで
Being forced out.
ファルコンズ現地がトレー
So we're seeing that again. Like the red Genji's job is primarily to mark them.
体力状況は現在ファルコンズが優勢いやかなりプロパンの流域早いもう90%早すぎる
So there's a lot of push and pull in Hazard because Hazard just lives. So you kind of like it's kind of like Monkey. You jump in, you press right click, and then you just see what they do. Because you won't die.
がトレーサーを見張るような流れになっていますその隙に正面の当たり合いどうだ体力状況は現在ファルコンズが優勢いやかなりプロパンの流域早いもう90%
So he goes for the one shot, it doesn't work,
早すぎる
backs up.
さあ両者ハイパー
But what I'm thinking now is this fight is going quite long and nothing's happened yet. So this is actually favoring red team, I think.
エンゲージのポジションをディスラプターで埋めるような形さあなかなかルーラーも奥には仕掛けられませんしかし
Yeah.
アルケレールガンヘッドショットさあ人数有利からサウンドバリアちょっとタイミング
Late for beat, good trade.
うまくいなせていますそしてアルケ 中打線勝ち切ることに成功しましたが、ちょっと初動のポイント取りのもう完全にトレーサーを狙ってましたもんね。はい、動き的に。トレーサーをこう対処できれば、
Okay.
やはりサポート陣がかなり安全になるので。
How should Falcons retake? Let's think. I think most of their team will go towards White Room, and then maybe have Trace will flank late around the bridge, something like that. It's just yeah. So if you're playing like Genji Tracer, you need to find a way to angle. So to be honest, what might happen is the Hazard might just jump straight across with like a 2-man, and then you accept that some of your backline died, and then you go and trade. I think that's a good option as well, because like yeah, the important thing is just being able to close the distance, get an angle. Wait, so that was happening while their Hazard's in White Room already? I didn't even notice. Okay, so they were already doing that. Yeah, and now it's a 2-man dive. B advantage, and you just win. Oh, never mind. Okay, so kill on the Lucio. That Genji kill is not really that impactful. Then the B, they can kill both supports. Yeah, that's good. But they're being chased. And the Genji's still alive. Okay. I didn't realize this, by the way, but you can deflect fucking Hazard ult.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that could block it or deflect it. Yeah.
So good, dude. He literally gets his one bit of value and then just dashes away. It's like, I feel like everyone else would just be too aggressive, stay there and then die. I feel like yeah, in these messy fights as well, it really depends. Like the target focus is the priority. If they don't get good target focus, then red team will win eventually. This are you watching what's happening to the Soj? Like this Soj is having this is literal like nightmare fuel for the Soj. He's just playing so scared, and then every single fight is getting dove by everyone. I think this is the way you're supposed to play it though. Like the both of these comps are good, and I think it's map dependent on which one's better. Because there was a team that played Genji Tracer against us on Suravasa, right? I actually think that's better on Flashpoint maybe. But that first point on Suravasa is so good for Soj that it's hard not to pick it. But I do think both are good. Like this isn't a comp diff. But yeah, it might be a comp diff on this particular map. Yeah, it's just impossible to do anything. Yeah, this is the angling problem. Again, White Room again. So yeah, do you remember that fucking at the start of the year when I'd had that presentation that I yoinked from someone else?
Yeah.
And we're thinking like, what do you do, dive versus brawl? and or dive versus brawl slash spam, and the way that you win is by taking angles, diving the people that flank and split, and then you also want to dive them during their rotation, and you take fights in unpredictable places, and that's basically exactly what's just happened. They know that they're going white room. It's a completely neutral fight, and because of that, like if Falcons is 3-2-1
Yeah.
オーバークロックをパルスモーブで完全に無効化しました
and get them during the rotation, which is exactly what's happening. They all stacked. This is a oh
両者
I feel like I've gone backwards.
激しいトレード合戦ですね集団戦の終わりが見えません
No, no, this is the same fight. No, no.
オーバークロック始ま
No,
って
no.
パルススタックストーカーいつも通りのストーカーですさあそして
Hey,
パイパーリングでさあ
use the wall to separate.
そして
Hey, just dive.
Yeah, that was a good wall.
さらにこれルッション分断されてますねあーこれもさよならしかも 90% 小泉さん終わりますさあこれ MCD どうなるこれ MCD のオビタルレイそしてサウンドバリを上げたいところでしたがもうサポートが苦しいこんにちはお世話からスラッシュ
Yeah, so I think it's about proactivity, this comp. But it's not at the cost of going like all in. I think that that's the strength of Hazard. You can dive without committing,
Hmm.
and also you got the one shot potential as well, obviously. So I feel like the highest skill element of this bit that we've seen here is
対処できるやはりレーラー集団戦かショットさあ両者ハイパーリングエンゲージ
like this kind of interaction here. Like this is how you separate good teams from bad teams. It's like how do you actually approach a mid fight when nobody's got any ults and both teams are like just like feeling each other out, seeing what's happening, trying to invade, whatever. Yeah. So well, it's difficult for Falcons in this exact scenario because the soldier's just going to shoot at the Hazard permanently, but the Hazard also needs to stay there and contest, so that well, otherwise he just won't get any value. You can't just let them onto the point. And like this particular doorway is actually a decent area to get like you shot from 3 sides. So holding this exact corner is good. But as you can see from before, red team knows this, and what they do. Let's see how long they just stay in this area without actually pushing onto the point. Like this is imagine if we're in this situation, right? We would have panicked and tried to do something.
Yeah.
エネルギーは100トレーサーならワンパン
We would have been like, oh, okay, Juno's at the back, Lucio's on the side. Both DPS are shooting us from the side. We need to do something, guys. But what they do is they
狙いに行きました
they poke for rail, come back. Only the Hazard commits. Everybody else is chills,
現地がトレーサーを見張るような流れになっていますその
and they're still in that doorway.
当たりはどうだ体力状況は現在ファルコンス
Even when coming out for a bit, they just go back. They speed wing back. They understand that their win condition is a pick from Soj or somebody getting low or Hanman getting low as a result from all this Soj pressure.
奥には仕掛けられません
And I feel like that's where the skill of this comp is, because it's kind of like anybody can do a 3-2-1, but knowing when to engage, knowing when to go back is like the hardest thing, I think.
Yeah.
レールガンヘッドショットさあ人数
Yeah. I wonder if Falcons play Soj. Yeah. And then as soon as it goes to a good Soj map, they're on Soj. Malga Orisa.
Margaret Orisa, yeah.
対キルログに正面
So I actually think this matchup is interesting because you know, like Orisa is not a rush tank. Orisa actually is a brawl tank if you compare it to Hazard, Queen, or Malga, or sometimes Winston. Like Orisa actually is a brawl tank. So this matchup is a little bit odd in some ways. Like it's just a different power spike. Like obviously Orisa can live for a long time. And thanks to the armor change, it's with the burning, it doesn't it's not a bad matchup anymore. But yeah, it's just odd. It's like the tempo is just strange because it's not just like a there's no like rock paper scissors that you can do with like um other matchups. I think let's see what happens.
ルシジュノは同じです。ただオリーサとマウガというギャップが生まれました。相性的にはどうでしょうね。
まあ今どうですかね。若干オリーサの
We peeped the TP roll out actually.
のボール多分見たことないですよ。
Oh, you can't on this map. Never mind.
相性的にはどうでしょうね。
まあ今どうですかね。若干オリーサの方が
Genji is on the right.
いやただこれソジョンに対して
レールガン祭りだ。
かなりオリーサ弱いので。
正面の
Interesting. So the Orisa's team is kind of just walking in, kind of baiting to take space, and then just walking away to try and just walk away and shoot them.
どうですかね。若干オリーサの方がいやただこれソジョンに対して
レールガン祭りだ。
かなりオリーサ弱いので。
正面の盤面はいやちょっとこれ
Then here comes the engage,
ハミうまくいなすことができた。そしてルー
and eventually it's too much. But why though?
かなりオリーサ弱いので。
正面の盤面はいやちょっとこれオーバーライン引っかかってしまったか。ハミうまくいなすことができた。
I'm struggling with the bitrate. I can't lie.
キック削ってみてください。キルログに5人の顔が並んでいます。全員でオリーサフォークス見事にはまりました。まあちょうどこれぐらいの時間でキルログので
Okay. So it starts off as a pure 5v5, and then both teams are walking towards each other.
どうですかね。若干オリー
In my mind, the Marga team should be worse at walking forward. Well, they do have more damage pressure, and obviously life still helps.
サの方がいやただこれソジョンに対して
レールガン祭りだ。
かなりオリーサ弱いので。
正面の盤面はいやちょっとこれオーバーライン
Interesting.
しまったか。ハミ
Maybe this is a good matchup.
ことができた。そしてルーラの体力を大きく削ってみてください。キルログに5人の顔が並んでいます。全員でオリーサフォークス見事にはまりました。まあちょうどこれぐらいの時間帯というのがオリーサの防衛
Yeah, that was all kind of decided as soon as Orisa died.
ぐらいしかなかったので、さらにもアビリティを使ってしまう
Why is
ダメージを抑える立ち回りがうまかったですよね。7割残ってるに対してもルーラーはもう2、3割ぐらいしかなかったので、
why is there a lead here?
してしまったことによってもうルーラー落とされてしまいましたね。
どこで戦ってんだ。
がなかったので、
Wait, why?
こうハンビンのやはり
Oh, he killed Hanbin
これぐらいの時間帯というのが
and then ran away.
防衛アビリティが切れてくる時間でしたからね。
そうですね。
I see.
さらにこうハンビンを使ってし
そしてもうルーラの体力見てください。もう2割しかありません。さあ遠距離うまく距離を離すことができた。ポイント干渉はファルコンスすでに取っているものの高台から打ち下ろす形でエリアを取っていた。そしてオーバーランクリティカルヒットが1枚。
Yo,
Yeah, I like these angles.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's happening by the way? Are you a DPS convert?
Am I?
Are you? I don't know.
No, I've just been playing tons of DPS recently because I got a bit
Okay.
bored of tank. That's all.
Yeah, fair enough.
ポイント干渉は
Although
In my own time.
I don't think Jen will mind it anyway. If you'd rather do that swap.
the Taza Widow
Um,
in Pugs was popping.
I'll see. Like, if I do make a switch to DPS, it'll probably be semester 3. Not gonna lie. Just thinking about like,
Semester
I'm
3.
still
Summer.
probably. Well, I'm still probably not as good at tank as good at DPS as I am at tank. I don't know yet.
Sure. What was I thinking about? Okay, this.
さあ遠距離うまくそしてもうルーラの体力見てください。もう2割しかありません。 さあ遠距離うまく距離を離すと
Yeah, maybe this matchup is bad then, because you just get as a Rissa, your damage is not meaningful, and the handbin can just shoot and then heal it up. But I don't know.
はできたポイント干渉はファルコンスすでに取っているものの高台から打ち下ろす形でエリアを取っていたそしてオーバーランクリティカルヒットが1枚遠距離どうか打ち放題そしてプロパーもこれに続きます
So, from my knowledge of this comp, what you do is you do like so you do a 5v5 at the start, because you don't want to get angled, and then you also need as much damage pressure on the enemy tank. That's what I'm seeing here. Like the tank battle seems to be the most important thing in this version of Rush. I feel like maybe it's just because there's no hazard. Like when there is a hazard, I feel like the tanks are just unkillable. So that's when you revert back to taking the angles and playing in a normal way. But this is playing more like a rush v rush than the map we just watched, right? Despite
try-
them being
I mean, is Hazard a rush or brawl tank? Or
oh,
just a
100% rush. Hazard is
It all
the
depends on that league,
epitome
right?
of rush. Yeah.
Okay.
Hazard and is like Marga with less sustained damage and with a higher peak, but will also better survivability with a right click.
Yeah, I mean, he's still like almost as unkillable as Malga currently. I feel
I
like.
think he's more unkillable than Marga.
Mm.
Even with the nerf, I think he's more unkillable than Marga.
あっという間に2回目の集団戦を終えて
これなんならディレイキル挟むと次入れない可能性
Yeah, so what I'm saying is it starts off as like a everybody shooting down main, everybody shooting at the enemy tank, and you're also trying to like the positioning element of it is really important. Like the Maga team was actually there first, got to use the cover first, and then it was just pressuring them, and the Arista team was just walking away, taking damage. And then as soon as the fight actually broke out and stuff started happening, that's when the Sojourn goes and does their own thing. And now it's like a 4-1, and then this angle is just dreamy for a Sojourn. But this you only split off and do that when the fight's actually breaking out. And I think you can only afford to do this when it's a mirror matchup, because if this was like an enemy tracer matchup, there's no way you'd live here. Your shift would get forced, and then you're gonna get shot from behind by a tracer. Interesting.
取っていたそしてオーバーランクリティカルヒットが1枚
この状態でまだ3掛けなのでニューエラー今湧いたと考えると、どうだ触れはするんですけどもかなり無理やりな状況になりますね。
まあここから入るぐらいだったら次のポイント目指した方が早いですよね。
ただこれは触り
いった
触る
触ったさあしかしここからは上から打たれ放題の立ち位置エリアは最悪
So when retouching is play split, makes sense.
早いですよね。
ただこれは触り
いった
触る
触ったさあしかしここからは上から打たれ放題の立ち位置エリアは最悪といった状況です。さあ強引
Force him to walk through a choke. Yeah, very good.
ファルコンスはアルティメット3つこれに対してピエラ側もアルティメットは十分にあるオーバークロックとサウンドバリアを合わせて耐久力を上げた上でのワンピックオービタルレイサウンドバリアのカウンターむなしくすでにワンピックが生まれているがそうから体力が削られているここは相手を一点に集中させるテラーサージうまく刈り取ったケージファイト強引なバブルの展開
このケージファイトは強力すぎる
防衛策として運用しましたケージファイト
I guess if you have to use it, you have to use it. Yeah, you guys know this, right? So like, Rush is kind of like a brawl dive hybrid, but it's the way that it's different is, with dive you don't go in with the intention of committing, whereas Rush, you're usually committed, and yeah, you have a bit more of a like lasting presence in the fight. Like the Winston Moira Lucio comp is a good example. Like you go in not with the intention of leaving, but when you're there you actually are, reasonably threatening. Whereas Monkey in a Anna Brig or a I don't know, Zen break comp is complete opposite situation. You go in not with the intention of staying there, you just wanted to force him out of position or something. And yeah, so this is exactly what I was saying. So when you play like Rush versus Brawl, right? It's almost like you can lean into your fucking the other bits of your comp. Like you got Sojourn spamming from loads of different angles. You got the damage from Malga. And the way this is being played is kind of like Orisa is definitely Brawl. Like the entire Orisa team is playing as a 5-man group. And then you got like literally 5 angles. Like even the Lucio is taking an angle on the left. This is almost like a spam angle, and then the as soon as the Malga shifts in, the Genji will shift in as well. The Lucio will follow up, that kind of thing. Yeah, we've seen this fight.
いやこのポイントでのケージファイトはもうポイント踏まないといけない状況下で踏んでしまうとケージファイトの中に入ってポイント取得は
Wait,
ファーコンズ。いや
I've never seen this before. Oh, it's because they died.
でのケージファイトはもうポイント踏
I
ま
was like, is a spawn remover there and they TP back? No,
いけ
they
ない
just died.
状況下で踏んでしまうとケージファイトの中に入ってしまうというところで完全にマップの地形も利用しましたね。まあでも最終的な飛び込みに対しては両者ともにある
That's bad, taking this mud poke early.
はい。
They're gonna go on high ground first.
この後はまあ龍拳もどうぞ上がって
Okay, if you're Malga, how do you attack this? Do you just shift in? Maybe. I don't think so. I just think that this positional disadvantage is so really bad already.
きますけれども、アルケ、そしてプロパーの龍拳。この辺りが肝を握ってくる。まずはオーバークロックスタート。カーリックを使いながら
To be fair, you probably could expect that they've got
ど
ults.
うぞ上がってきますけれども、アルケ、そしてプロパーの龍
Bait something and then walk back. It's a good play.
この辺りが肝を握ってくる。まずはオーバークロックスタート。カーリックを使いながらうまく引き切ることができた。オーバークロックの時間はいなしましたが、これでポイントのエリア情報は
そうですね。
三浦の方が優勢ですね。さあ、龍拳いった。ここはジャベリンでうまく様子を見る。それに合わせてオーバーランで飛び込んでいく後続。
そうですね。
三浦の方が優勢ですね。
I don't think this is planned, but I think this is just good practice in general. Like you pop blade, not with the intention of like committing by yourself. Like you the aggro is going towards the Malga, and then you go.
見事に決まった。
やはりプロパーの流撃はよく切れる。
Yeah, that's just odds.
一回風切りで入っていきましたよね。いやここら辺のこう基本なんですけどかなり形が綺麗ですよねファルコンズは。
さあすでにポイントはチームファルコンズが取り返しているという段階です。龍拳に対してはサウンドバリアのカウンターがあります。塩。
その後のオービタルレイもしかしたらオービタルレイ初動でいいかもしれませんね。
さあ龍拳抜いた。サウンドバリアカウンター、ここは明確なカウンターです。
That's not good.
の部分からすでに撃たれている。特にストーカーがすでにフリーなのが気になりますね。あっと
That's very not good.
ぶつかり合いはここはプロパー。
Yeah, what was the point of blading the Genji?
I agree. If you don't think he has deflect, it is actually not a terrible play.
I didn't see if he used it or not.
Let's have a look. Well, actually, what made him blade?
龍拳に対してはサウンドバリアのカウンターがあります。塩。
What is it just a opportunity to diff proper?
さあ龍拳抜いた。サウンドバリア。
Yeah, I didn't see either. He most likely he used deflect, but to be honest, like if you blade and they beat in response and you survive, that's a good trade.
Yeah.
So, but he didn't leave. He didn't leave. He needed to just walk out or something.
明確なカウンターです。高台の部分からすでに撃たれている。特に
So like proper just engages him as soon as the blade's ending, and then he's
Yeah.
losing the duel.
あっと現地同士のぶつかり合いはここはプロパー。
Is it? Did he lose a duel because he used his deflect at the start? I think so.
高台の部分からすでに撃たれている。特にストーカーがすでに
I won't rewind again.
あっと現地同士のぶつかり合いはここはプロパー上回りますさあ人数不利の状態
Interesting. Still committing. I guess I didn't have beat. And another interesting point that despite being down one, Fielder ults instinctively as well.
から常に打たれている特にストーカーが常にフリーなのが気になりますねあ集団で丸まっているところにディスラプターが入っていたがあークリック
2枚2人踏み潰しちゃった
Wait, is Margo back?
今のソジョーンの絶望感なんと形容したらいいのでしょう
なんかもうルシオもカバーそれにカバーしたん
I
です
know
よ
Margo
voice,
versus
voice happy to hear that.
It's Hazard versus Margo is not bad. It's not terrible for Margo, is it? It's like you could just shoot him. I feel like yeah, but I think it's kind of the same thing of like Margo versus Hog. Like it's playable as Hog if you just avoid him. If you just avoid the Margo.
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe it is good. The one problem that I see with this is like that the hazard provides so much, and well, you know what? I think I know why actually. There's no high ground. There's no like usable high ground, and also the angles are too long. Maybe that's actually why. But surely this map would be fine for hazard. But definitely the first point is definitely worse for hazard than a more spammy tank like a Risto Malga.
踏み潰しちゃった
今のやっという間に2対0マップポイントかかりました
Reaper.
さあここで
Reaper Echo. Oh, here we go.
クを変更していきますね
これはマウガミラーでよく見たリーパーエコーの形ですね
あこれケージファイトとそして流域圏もあるチームファルコンズ
This is before the most recent patch, by the way, so the Echo doesn't have the plus 50%.
Right.
I think that one change might make the Echo version better. But yeah, I don't know if either of these comps are good. Are good now.
明らかにチームファルコンズ優勢ここはケージファイトに対しては
But obviously, the matchup changes now, so they're a lot more all in. There's a lot more punish, but yeah, they give up a lot of spam for that. Like so the Sojourn team still is the team with more spam, I'd say, even though there's an Echo on the other team.
マウガミラーでよく見たリーパーエコーの形ですね
I mean, would the Reaper be the main one to contest the Sojourn here? In like
Uh,
off angle?
I don't think you can at all. That's the strength of it. But so I think the blue team is very much like fuck the Malga kind of mentality. And the Echo can the other thing is like this Echo versus Genji matchup is not great. I think it's like it's playable, but it's not great. Yeah, I don't know. It just for me it seems like in this DPS matchup, the Falcons DPS just seem a little bit better. I mean, obviously, ignoring the players.
Yeah.
I don't know. Obviously, the Falcons DPS is slower, and that's gonna be a big factor. But I don't know.
アルティメット的には明らかにチームファルコンズ優勢ここはケージファイトに対してはサウンドバリアサーチうまく守っていますが追加のオーバークロックちょうどサウンドバリアが切れてくるタイミングで2人もぎ取りそして2人目それも持っていく
I think the way you play this as Reaper Echo is you contest the Sojourn like with your entire team, like with the Malga, like you just slam and just follow her around the map, because the Falcons' win condition is to keep the Sojourn alive. So it would end up being the same thing of like the Sojourn can't actually play split anyway. Yeah, I think that's probably how you play it.
Bro.
The Japanese casters are so much more enthusiastic.
もうストーカー一人でいいんじゃない今のエコーに対する
ゲームゾーンがビタビタでしたね。
これやばすぎる。
Is this Japanese?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it is.
た一人でチームキル。
いやしかもこの後、サンドブレ走るいけも
Oof.
やばすぎる。
They're just getting
I'm just-
fucked like by the
Yeah,
Sojo in
this-
every fight.
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. It's like the Soj builds rail for free. The Echo and the Reaper don't contest it. You know what? I just finally had a realization of why these comps are being played. It's because Hazard and Traitor are both banned. There you go. Wait, that'll be why. Yeah, okay.
たった一人でチーム。
Yeah, I guess Trace will be the easiest one to like shut down Sojo on.
いやしかもこの後
Maybe that's why they're still keeping it.
止まらない
Not really at risk of being contested.
いやいやこれ MCD も S ショット
追加のキル。さらにさらなる
Basically Lewis.
Oh, he's playing like lobby admin.
並んでいない
Yeah.
あー
Dark ass face cam
壊れちゃいました。
終わっちゃいましたね
This mysterious aura.
with silhouette.
あーいやー
いやこれ一人で5人分ですからねはい5対10
これは
'Cause
どうなってんだ。
is Proper really doing much right now? Like these last couple fights, he hasn't really been.
Nah, he doesn't need to though. But
Yeah.
his previous his role in this comp is not the carry.
Yeah.
I feel like yeah. Nowadays any Soj comp, you just play to flip the Soj.
さあ来たハイパーリング。大バラめっちゃいく。そして後続。生存アビリティを切ったところで龍拳で代わり取ります。ワンピック。残り
Like he's just happy getting one kill and just chilling.
サイパリングでギリギリ位置交換できた3人が残っていますが
まあ堂々のコピーで
I think Proper's job is just keep the backline honest. And then prevent the echo for flanking for free. That kind of thing.
時間は稼ぐことはできるでしょう。オーバータイム。しかしまずはリーパーをもぎ取ったストーカー。さあ立ち位置的にはマウガコピーなどを狙っていきたいところですが、マウがいなかったので現地コピー。しかし体力が一気に削られたフィルダー。オービタルレート強化装備と合わせて、さあ立ち位置的にはマウガコピーなどを狙っていきたいところですが、マウがいなかったので現地コピー。しかし体力が一気に削られたフィルダー。オービタルレート強化装備と合わせて一気に仕掛けに行く。ここはカウンターのオービタルレーも
Here comes the blade, and there we go.
今度は堂々の時間だ。ドウドウドウ。いやーチームキル返し。
こんな1試合に2
Bro.
回3回も
These cats have got me rooting for Dodo
じ
now.
ゃないんですけどね
そんなことある。僕たちの知らないオーバーウォッチだ。
Okay, there's no repeat bans, right? Let's see the next one. And back to Hazard. Actually, no.
Oh, we do hero bands.
Yeah, there's hero bans in OWCS.
okay.
Yeah.
ルーラー
I didn't know that.
You can't do repeat bans.
まあこれ防衛なので確定ですね
しかも構成もちょっと色がある構成ですね。
穴切り
穴切りにまあアッシュゲンチ。
はい
アッシュゲン。ストーカーのウィドウは序盤だけでしょうか。
Okay. Anna Kiri, Ash Genji on defense. Anna for the hazard, expecting the hazard, and for the freshman backline. I don't get the Kiri. Maybe just the most survivable support. Most survivable support you can play against hazard.
I mean, with Zen banned, who else would you play with Sigma?
True.
Like Bap maybe? I'm not sure.
I guess they're not worried about getting dived now that Diva's gone as well, and Monkey's not great first 2 point. Yeah, I guess it's fine.
さあまずはウィドウ。
Wait.
Oh!
He does.
今日はやってくれますよこの男
人数有利を1秒で獲得しました。
それ継
さあその
続
まま行く。
Hanbin's, yeah,
これミシックスキンですよ。
Anti's really good.
Right.
人数有利を
Look.
Hanbin's health shot down.
Yeah, yeah.
それ継
さあそ
続
のまま行く。しかもこれミシックスキンですよ。さあもうすでに人数不利を背負ってしまい、追加のキルも生まれたとなるともう第一終わるか。
これ取り返しかなり苦しいですねシグマなので
シ シグマで強引に入っていったとてスピード感のある構成ではないですからね。
I guess you just get a pick at the start. That's the key.
It's that easy.
小島さん、第1号で5分50秒です。
ストーカーのあのワン
Yeah, okay. Seriously though, I think this matchup is really dodgy for Sig. I feel like you don't do anything against Hazard.
Well, yeah,
Like
you
that
just
you,
like walk through him, can't he? I guess.
yeah, Hazard can just walk through access backline, and like you need your fight to go really long for the Sig to get more value. But I guess that's why the Ana exists. But given that the Ana exists, surely like Falcons could counter this whole comp just by making one swap onto Kiri, and that's it. Yeah, I don't like this.
ワンピックだけで第一取れちゃ
Yes, my fucking thing's crashed again.
うですね。シグマなので。
シグマで強引に入っていった解放で5分50秒です。
ストーカーのあのワンピックだけで第一取れちゃいました。
いや、しかもこの手裏剣のヘッドショットパーセンテージ見てください。プロパーってこれなんですよ。
Yeah, like Hanma could just stand there.
さあ、高台に位置していたポジションのドードを下ろし、さあ、高台は俺
Okay, and then Hazard can just jump in.
プロパー。さらにはコノハを使っているのを見ているので、狙えるか。ここはビンでうまくかわ。
いや、全体的にかなり苦しいですね、ニューエラ。
いや、プロパー。さらにはコノハを使っている
How
の
did that happen?
Yeah, I don't know what.
ここはビンでうまくかわ。
いや、全体的に
I guess that no sleep dart.
So he right click melee, right click deflect,
ですね、
then Genji shoots him,
ニューエラ。
and then Hazard just shoots him.
いや、
I don't know if they engaged
Wow.
because the sleep was gone or just because he was like a bit too far forward or not.
さあ、高台に
No, they probably engaged because he saw no nade as well, because
Yeah.
Proper's forcing the nade right now with this. So no nade
狙えるか。ここはビンでうまくかわ。
いや、全体的に
and no sleep. Okay, maybe you're right
いい
then.
ですね、ニューエラ。い
いや、
や、
プロパー。ここは正面でコノハ
But I don't know because they had such an advantage before that. I don't think
What?
they were
い
necessary.
や、全体的にか
Well, I
な
think
り
Yeah,
that
they-
Genji was too far out, right? And then they had to nade him to keep him alive.
Yeah.
ここは正面でコノハで集中させた上でハンビのワンピック。
But they were still winning the poke war.
さらにはサイドに取り残されている。
Stalker probably hit a headshot on the Hazard at some point. On the Sigma at some point.
もうすでに圧倒的な力量差を見せつけているチームファルコンス。
いや、これニューエラの構成がやは
I
り
mean, right now they haven't really like contested Stalker once.
まあ、スローテンポに強い構成なんですけど、いや、チームファルコンズはそれ分かってるので、攻撃なんていりま
I
せ
don't
ん
know what's
よ
stopping.
ね。
Well, I guess it's just their comp, right? I mean, the Genji just gets shut down by the other Genji if he tries to go for the Widow, I suppose.
That's how you play it. It's the same thing, same thing as like Surge.
Yeah.
But like obviously the Widow versus Ashes is good in the matchup.
痛い。
ちょっと強気すぎ、強気。
Controls more of the map.
まで削られましたが、
一番前にいましたからね、今ストーカー。
ビールの立ち位置ではありませんでしたね。さあ、高台一の
Interesting. Genji Kiri flank. I like it.
そこに対し
Like on the far left right now.
ゲージから仕掛けたところはプロパー。ワンピック生んでいます。さあ、ナノブーストを使う間もなく。
You know he's jumping. Why is he jumping?
まあねプロパーもアルティメットを使いません。追加のキレ、これでチームファルコンス第2突破しちゃいますよ。
いや、さらにこれディレイ。
ああ、泳がされている。リスポンが開きました。どうぞこちらへ。
ケー
Nasty.
スボンは
命がもてあそばれている。ディレイキル、これ終えて5分40秒ほど。
Nobody to TP do.
スタート。圧倒的です、ファルコンズ。さあ、これルーラーも。
Oh, they're gone on Hazard.
Oof.
片手に戻しましたね。
Oh, yeah,
I
Sigma
feel like you
shit.
have to.
Yeah.
さあ、これインフラサイト。ああ、ボブを出した瞬間に、ボブを出すための射線を作った瞬間抜かれました。フィールダーはオービタルレイ。ここは龍剣、ナノ龍剣で切りかかりつつ、ワンピックは生んだ。さあ、どうぞ、追加のキルはどうだ。ナノ龍剣にしては戦果があまりもたらせません。
そうですね。まあ、置いた例もあったので、かなり苦しい状況ではありま
I
す
feel like everybody in Korea loves Genji. They love like Ana Genji as well. And then you see what they do. They use both their roles, and they're not even thinking about fully committing. Like even last point, well, how many blade kills have we seen
One.
these few
Wasn't
maps? It's like
This-
literally one.
Yeah. Well, in this map at least, I think it was only one.
ただ、
I think Proper's still holding Blade. He hasn't used it yet.
は止めましたね。はい。一回止めればやはりキングスロー。ここからはニューエラのターンなんで。
さあ残り
He would just play around it so well, I guess, at that level that you don't want to commit.
狐走りはいなされましたか。
そうですね。いなされましたね。
さあ完全に狐走りの距離を取っていなされました。ジャギーボールでの分断が入り、ハザード同士での対マンマッチ。さあさらにはウィドウでのワンピック狙っている。
Widowmare as well now.
迎えています。ジャンプしたところ、キリコにワンショット。さらにはフィーダーに対する
How does this play? I feel like, I would be nervous defending with this. No, I feel like
I
attacking.
think the
You got so
Widow's got a worse position on the defense, right? She's kind of only got that. Like.
yeah, it's predictable. It's well, I mean, like the thing with I mean, with the attack widow, there's only like really like two places you can go, right? There's the like tiny high ground, or like just main, or there's like top left if you can hear the grapple. But there's literally only two angles that you need to watch. But on the defense as well, it's just so open. There's no cover on any of these high grounds. That I just feel like it's, I don't know. It's just But there's no really other good choices, are there? I feel like if you go Tracer here, that's not very good against because it's just so long of a sightline. If you go, what's the point of going Hanzo? What's the point of going?
What about like Echo?
You're committing so hard to playing top left, and then also, it gives enemy widow becomes uncontested. At least if you take the door, then your team might survive, and then their widow is doing a lot less. I don't know. I just feel like this is a lot more straightforward to attack with. I think.
疎外などお互いのアビリティがこうだっていく中、高柳ワンピックは再びそうか。
オートスリープ。
I mean, is it even feasible for defense to take that high ground?
I think so, but you can't commit to it. It's not like a monkey or diva comp where you want to leave your hit scan on the high ground, on the close high ground.
Yeah, just the one that looks down the lane.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't think you want your DPS on that high ground. I don't know.
これは素晴らしいプレーだ MCD。
Oh, not this again.
さあこれもペイロードの周りでキビスは時間を稼ぐ動きにシフトしつつ
Revenge.
ここはハンビンが取り切りましたが、うまくペイロードを止めることができたので、あと1回は当たることができる。お MCD ビーンでワンピック生まれました。
I feel like MCD's hit every sleep and it hasn't mattered once. Like the hazard, Hanbin has been asleep a lot this game and nothing's happened from it. Yeah, maybe this tank passive is too good. And like having this as a win condition against Hazard doesn't actually work. But I feel like it can work. Like if you just nade the hazard when he jumps in. I mean, obviously Hanbin's good, right? He knows to only engage, when the cooldowns are on cooldown. But I don't know. I don't feel.
You want to nade him on the engage and then sleep when he blocks, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Don't know actually.
I think he can also use wall to disengage if he gets antied there. Yeah, I'm not sure how to deal with that.
I feel like either of your cooldowns are good to hit.
Yeah.
But the nade is a lot less valuable against Hazard than every other tank because the block is just too good.
Yeah. What was the nerf? It was like block damage decrease, right? Block.
It's 75-65, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think that's that impactful.
さあこうなってくるとリスが近いので、臨時除去になってくるのはニューエラー。ここはチームファルコンズ側も一回下がりますね。さあ高台ちょっと。
Wait. Eric, you taking notes?
I saw that. What the hell did he just do?
He's trying to avoid getting headshot.
Oh, okay. I thought he was doing some crazy movements like I didn't know about.
No, it's because he knows that.
Yeah.
Hold on. He knows that this angle where my mouse is, he can get shot from. And he probably saw someone here now and then realized, oh, I shouldn't pick that again.
I thought he was doing some bounce tech or something.
What, to get more height?
Yeah, I don't know these things. Yeah.
一度両者が壁を使ってダメージトレードという形になりました。そしてベンチャーの
Does anyone on Team 1 play Lucio?
Me now.
どうぞ。
Oh, you do now?
No, well,
Dewey does, Dewey does.
Oh yeah.
well,
Who play Hazard?
he won't be around for long.
It's Louis play Hazard.
これは耐えるとなる一度両者が壁を使って
Yeah, so this is what I'm thinking. Like both the hazards end up taking this duel on the high ground.
ダメージトレードという形になりました。そしてベンチャー
Then where's the back again?
I mean, is Zen good into Hazard? Discord.
It depends on the map, I think. Like, on paper, yes, but also any support without mobility gets eaten by hazard.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So I think it's map dependent. Like on this map, on defense maybe.
Let's just say yes.
It's very interesting. They ban Diva themselves, so they cannot have any alternative.
Yeah. I feel yeah, that's a good point.
They are playing Tracer now on the defense. They just swapped over.
It's a I think attack Zen against defense hazard. That probably is more likely to work. Because yeah, you don't necessarily care about being dove and shot, and also the defending hazard has like they're waiting for you to walk into their kill box. You can just stay outside of it the entire time.
Yeah.
Whereas yeah, you can't really orchestrate that on defense as much. I think. I don't know.
ストーカーの立ち位置今回はルーラーが見張っているさあアルティメット状況ファルコンスも使えるアルティメット揃ってきましたナノブーストがキリコに入っていますよさあこれ
Nano Kiri, love it.
さあヘビー
So just beat engage in the back right when they saw a widow with no
ア
grapple.
ルティメット状況ファルコンスも使えるアルティメット揃ってきましたナノブーストがキリコに入っていますよさあこれ耐えるとナノブーストがさあヘビーレインで
POV, you have a widow.
を使ったチオそのまま追加のキル2ピック生まれていますさあポイントの周りでルーラーは体力限界ここは一度パックを取りに行き体力一時的に回復し
What did blue team do? So they're trying to trade.
たチオそのまま追加のキル2ピック生まれていますさあポイントの
And that didn't really work.
体力限界ここは一度パックを取りに行き体力一時的に回復しましたが
Hazard actually out his own backline, but jump to the other team's backline. Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't really know what else he could have done there.
I think the way that you play this hazard mirror is well, if your teams are equal, is you let the other hazard overcommit an int
Yeah.
and you just try and take less damage and survive in their backline by using cover better, and then you shift out when you know you'll be fine. I don't think this hazard vs hazard duel is actually like one-on-one duel is actually that important. But like the actual strength is how long he can survive.
入れるかベンチャーいやギリ入った入ったバローの時間で地面の中で耐えるしかし一瞬
I feel like in every map we've seen so far, like in the hazard mirror, that the hazards generally ignore each other.
でもぎ取られます3分残してフィニッシュ早いっすね成功しましたね今の見た空中はいおこれミシックスキンです
Wait, you got that now,
Yeah,
Eric?
yeah. Next year when Lewis is gone.
Did you spend cash on it? Or
No,
Yeah.
I didn't spend money on it, but I had like I bought the battle pass with coins I'd accumulated, and I got the prisms.
Okay.
I would not spend money on it.
Yeah.
The only thing I is the sound. I really like the other shot. The floor is just so strange.
Wait, it's Rosebud. He has to have it.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
true.
Okay, I understand. I understand now. They were playing Sig Ash Genji just because it was comfortable defending with it.
アルティメットをためながらハイパーリング後方への阻害瓶狙いに行きましたがこれは当たっていません。
チームファルコンズ側は高台にかなり重きを置いてますね。ハザード以外は全て高台にしています。
そうですね。ハザードがポイントを守り続けるといった状況です。エネルギー100。さあここでアッシュをワンピック狙いに行きますがちょっと難しいところ。
POV Surge gameplay. Shoot at Hazard for 5 minutes. Take one shot at enemy DPS. Walk backwards.
状態でよりチャンスを多く
I feel like that's actually what you're supposed to do as well.
出せるのはニューエラ側の構成なんですけども、
パートレートで切った。
Yeah, I don't like the sound.
Stalker is really good.
I like it.
かなり苦しいところはスリープダーツでうまく MCD 救い出しました。
さあ回復施してこれで7ブースト、そして守りたいレイのビルディングがかなりうまくいってますね。ニューエラ
まだキルが生まれていま
Is
す。
Stalker from the league? Like before. He plays in league, right? The
This is
Overwatch league.
this
I
is
think before. Yeah, I
Oh,
know
yeah,
this is not league.
yeah.
救い出し
Yes, he was in. I think he was
Uh,
in with Edison. I think he was on Atlanta Rain.
Yeah, the
think.
proper Stalker, Hambing, and Geo were from league.
Yeah, and Fielder as well. They're from different teams though.
Okay.
Yeah, he was on Soul Dynasty then at Lanzarote.
さあ回復してこれで7ブースト、そして守りたいレイのビルディングがかなりうまくいってますね。ニューエラ
まだキルが生まれていません。さあ高台をまだ守り続け
Wow.
さあ回復
Capping against this comp is absolute ass. Like look at this.
ニューエラ
まだキルが生まれていません。
What are you supposed to do? Okay. What are you supposed to do?
Did you take high ground?
Uh,
Like the one that they're
I
still on?
think so. I think so. But you
Are you-
can contest with your Hazard Genji duo. I think the way you play this also depends on the map type. Like I feel like on push, flashpoint, Koth, like this Lucia Soj duo is a real thing. Or Lucio Genji even. Like you just want a duo on a flank, and then everyone else is just chilling. But yeah, nobody's doing that here. But I think that's just a map.
続けているがこれちょっとこの後いや風切りで帰ること
But
は
I think
Oh,
it's more real on attack. I think like just Lucio plus DPS as a duo, and then you just run into the backline while everyone else chills.
できた。そしてルーラーのワンピックプロパーを落としています。さらにはハザードに対する阻害瓶ハンビンはこれはもう限界か。スラッシュで時間を稼ぐが高台
So there we saw. That's the first time that I've seen this so far where Hanbin dies as a direct result of Ana abilities.
に行ったところアルケが
But that might be a reflection of how good Hanbin is and not how bad Ana is in the matchup. But I don't know.
いやもうニューエラかなり落ち着いた攻めでしたよね。チームファルコンズ側はやはりルシオ・ジュノだった
Also, it didn't really matter at that point anyway.
まあ警戒しなきゃいけない状況下でかなり、個人個人が立ち位置を気にして
How did they end up capping them? Did the Hazard just get antied or something?
さあ高台をまだ守り
And
続
dive
けてい
on?
るが
Okay,
これちょっと
so
いや風切り
Oh, he jumps off high
で帰る
ground.
ことができた。そしてルー
he jumped off the high ground to mirror the other hazard, and I think that's where it went wrong.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I feel like that one was almost like impossible to push on when they were capping before, and then he just jumps off of it.
でこれ7ブースト
So Genji goes to contest, then Hazard completely undetected
ねニューエラ
walks through hotel,
さあ高台
and proper having just used both of his cooldowns has absolutely nothing and gets shredded by the hazard
がこれちょっとこの後いや風切りで
with the right click.
できた。そしてルーラーのワンピックプロパーを落としています。
And then this nade kills him, and then everyone else just leaves.
阻害瓶ハンビンはこれはもう限界か。スラッシュで時間を稼ぐが高台に行ったところアルケ
So
So
we
I
go
don't
back
think that.
a little bit.
Yeah, go on.
Just a little bit, like before, slightly before Genji died. Yeah.
7ブースト、そして守りたいレイのビルディングがかなりうまくいってますね。ニューエラ
まだキルが生まれていません。さあ高台をまだ守り続けているがこれちょっとこの後いや風切り
Okay, never
Yes.
mind.
So he's just buying time. He's buying time, and also the proper uses both of his abilities, and that while Ruler gets through hotel undetected. So I don't think this is a legit strat that we should copy, but I mean, obviously it's unpredictable enough that it worked. Also, I don't think this like Genji positioning here on the left, but low ground, is what you'd expect. But actually, now that I mention it, this is what we said. This is a Lucio Genji duo. This is exactly what I was talking about as as the proper way to play this. And then you just have Juno and Anna together, so they can speed out. And Hanbin sitting on the high ground as well. Yeah. I wonder why they're playing on the logo. Maybe it's just easily accessible to get to peel in any direction. Don't know.
さあ回復施してこれで7ブーストそしてまあウィタル A のビルディングがかなりうまくいってますねニューエラまだキルが生まれていません
Well, I guess they're just waiting for someone to
さあ高台をまだ守り続けているが
commit to like capping point. And
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
run on them.
そしてルーラーのワンピックプロパーを落としています
So maybe it's actually quite a deep play then, because like, then it's like, okay, well, we know that their Genji Lucio are going to be sticking over here. Just pretend to cap the point, and I would go and flank them. I don't think that's probably what they're doing, but that might be.
ハンビンはこれはもう限界かスラッシュで時間はやはりルシオジュノだったので相手の仕
Moving
事
on.
をまあ警戒しなきゃいけない状況下でかなり個人個人が立ち位置を気にしてまあゆっくりエリアを広げつつやはり阻害などのチャンスを生かしていったいい戦い方ですはいねじわじわじわじわさあアルティメット状況もかなりビルディングできている両チームさあ先ほど
Oh my god.
ストーカー基本的にはヘッドショットで返していますさあレールガンを見た後でオービタルレイはここはフィールダーそしてナノブースタールーラーに回しているニューエラーさあ先ほ
Okay, so
どだからピークをしたらストーカー
they do an engage with Nanu. Didn't work out.
を見た後で
It forces out Juno
オ
out.
ービタルレイはここはフィールダー
He just
そして
walks away.
ナノブースタールーラーに回しているニューエラー
I think you're very happy with that if you're blue team.
Plan was with that hazard.
アルティメットは両者がいなす形になりましたそうですねトレードみたいな形になりましたね、さあそしてここでキーブスオービタルレイスタートチオのサウンドバリアまだ切らないさあこれボブとサウンドバリアのタイミング合わせていきましたスリープダウンでボブは止まりましたが正面詰めていくファルコンズに対してはヘビーレインでのカウンターそして龍拳を遅らせて抜きつつ高台厳正ジュノを切り裂きどうぞ生きて帰れるか
They'd kill counter.
さあそしてこれは源氏としてはもう
Okay.
高台厳正
Was this on the back of the Juno ult?
さあそしてここでキーブス
There's a Juno ult.
ルーラーに
But why did they Juno ult in the first place?
両者のサポート
No, no.
アルティメットは両者がい
No, no, the attacking team now.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
I
like
don't
what?
know.
What?
From quite
Why
far
are they
back as
Juno
well.
ulting?
It's part of the new.
オビタルレイスタートチオのサウンドバリアまだ切らない
Could be Fat Finger.
ボブとサウンドバリアのタイミング合わせていきましたスリープダウンでボブは止まりましたが
But they actually won.
ファルコンズに対してはヘビーレインでのカウンターそして龍拳を遅らせて抜きつつ高台
Yeah, it's played.
どうぞ
Played in a messy fight.
素晴らしいリープ食らって
Okay, well, I feel like we could watch this forever. I don't particularly want to because I don't think we'll learn anything more than what we've seen here. I feel like my takeaway for this is Hazard's still really good.
Is it in the new
Is that,
new patch?
is that a good thing for our players or not?
Unfortunately, there's no pro games which are on the new patch. But I don't suspect it will be any different.
Hmm.
Juno's ult.
Are you able to play Hazard?
Yeah, we
Huh?
can.
What's Cozen? Are you able to play Hazard?
You know what? That's a good point. I should probably get a lot better with him.
It plays a lot like Winston.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess none of his cooldowns really strictly used for engaging, disengaging. It's sort of situational, isn't it? With
Yeah.
like, the slash and the ball and block.
Yeah, so it's kind of like Monkey, where your first slash, your first jump is on Monkey is usually to get positioning and just
Yeah,
see
and
what
then you
the enemy team does. It's the same thing except with Hazard, your first slash on the enemy is not necessarily to commit. It's just to see what happens because
Yeah,
you know you'll
'cause, I mean, you
survive.
can sustain yourself otherwise and then slash out if it doesn't work.
Yeah. I
You
feel like
still
that.
like one shot as well, can't you?
I think yes, but I don't think it's as consistent. Where you can still do the combo,
Mm.
and it will still kill. It's just hard. Um.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna call it here because I gotta go.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah,
Good.
see
I
you.
feel like the important thing is the DPS matchup, where it's like it actually makes such a big difference understanding how you need to play. Like
Mhm.
the Genji Tracer versus the Genji Surge. We've just seen how like if you can successfully pocket a Surge, it's like absolute dominance versus the map before that where you had Genji Tracer versus Genji Surge on, and the Surge was just getting absolutely pummeled just because the angles weren't suited to it.
Yeah,
And
I'll
I
see you
also
then.
yeah, cool. See you in a bit.
Yeah.
I feel like the other thing we need to do is this Lucio DPS duo thing. I think we've seen that on every map,
Mm.
and even on defense here. I also don't think Anna is bad. So it's a bit of a question mark for me. Maybe Juno Anna is real. Kiri Anna seems okay as well.
Uh,
Do you have any comps that you want to try?
I kind of like the blue comp right now,
Yeah.
but I do think that the Juno Lucio is better.
that's, I think blue one just like play safe, but I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's less safe. I mean, I think you can punish a bad hazard with Kiri Anna.
I don't judge them because I'm not able to play Lucio. So
Right. Okay.
maybe if I were in this game, I would play Rick or Anna myself. So I don't judge them.
Also, I think if we're doing this, we're not doing Juno Lucio. I mean, we're doing Kiri Lucio for sure. Even on maps where Juno
Yeah.
might be better. Um,
I've only been
and
playing
also
Lucio. It's hard.
he is hard.
Aiming
But
so difficult.
we could play Juno Anna as well. I also I don't think our Kiri Lucio comp is bad with Hazard. I think like we're playing against teams which are like actually good. Like we were terrible with Brawl, and we're like still going reasonably good against them.
Yeah.
My question mark is about our DPS line. Like what should we actually do?
Who's the DPS when you got somebody on hazard?
What no, it'll be Lewis and Kirai probably, most likely.
Yeah. I didn't think the DPS was going to change.
Yeah, but
So
it's if we
maybe
do Soj Genji or Tracer Genji mainly.
Yeah.
That's the
yeah, probably the same.
Unless some goat shows up.
yeah. What do you think? Do you think that the dive version is better than the spam one? I don't know.
I I can't say. I don't know enough.
I feel like on New Junk City that the Soj version absolutely pummeled, but Tracer was banned.
Mm.
It's, I don't know. I wonder if we ever get a Tracer versus let's see. No, this is straight mirror. Interesting. They still play Ash on that map as well. On the map that I like. Yeah. I like it.
Indeed.
I think it's good.
Okay.
Kree? Kree Diva? Oh, because wait, what? Farah and Zarya banned, and both teams playing Diva.
Why? Why did it ban those characters?
And the safe ban. So the ban something 11,
I,
like a
I
mercy.
what it might be is if you ban a DPS that you know you're not gonna play, it stops the enemy from banning a DPS. So now Zeta have to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So Zeta, for example, Zeta couldn't. If Crazy Raccoon banned first, they couldn't ban Echo.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't get this. I don't get the McCree pick.
Maybe he
Especially-
just peaked for a second.
が起きましたね。ホテルの周りで今交戦していたように見えてきたんですが、すでにワンピック生まれています。
Is he going back to
ちょ
spawn?
うどね、マックス
Yeah.
別に帰って参加
Yeah.
Yo!
Oh, okay.
Yo.
Oh. Oh, not told.
Okay. Okay. Not
Got me excited.
トレゲン D バ
Actually, it's good.
May-
Okay.
May Ash.
Just swap.
確かにマックスだったら D バでも、
I guess you don't give a shit about the wall if everybody on your entire team doesn't care about it.
さあこのホテル前でペリカンが常にこう
What's the May is still good, to be fair.
なかなか
against-
フォークを
I think May's still good. Yeah, especially since you can stay alive and just chill on an angle by yourself. Like instead of like walking out to control the space, you just stay in a room. It's like a Junkrat playstyle.
おリップは後ろからアッシュフォーカス、そしてベレナルシューに対するワンピック、ダイナマイトが複数に入っていますが、ホテル周りでの交戦がどうしてもゼータが
Oh my god, it's Matrix.
なかなか CR 突破するきっかけが見えません。あー、そしてこれおそらく人質になります。マックス人質、命をもてあそばれています。
Oh dear. I'm gonna stop recording. I don't know if I want to upload that to YouTube. We didn't really talk about it much.
I think Void's been watching my POV.
Wait, what'd you say?
Void's been watching my POV.
Is he talking in chat? What's he saying?
He said he thought Malga was back. Yeah. Oh. Okay, what is it the rest of this week? Oh, it's it Jackbox and then tryouts.
Jackbox on Wednesday. Jackbox on Wednesday. Tryouts.
Okay. I'm actually looking forward to tryouts.
Me too. I've got like a minute and a half left to do all the montage.
Mm.
I'll try and finish it today.
I'm actually excited
Nice.
to play the split.
Let's go. What to play Lucio?
Oh. We'll see what team I get. I don't know. Watching that board that Try posted, I don't know. It made me want to play.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't. The comments sounded so serious in that board.
Yeah, we were serious. Like
Yeah.
we were good then. We were top 8.
Really? Okay. Okay.
We were like we're 8 to 16th in that
Right.
region.
How do you feel about our odds of getting Div 1?
Not good.
Not good. Yeah.
Not 0, but not good.
Mm,
I reckon in the 10 to 30% range.
yeah. What was it?
So
I think,
there is a chance. There is a chance.
didn't you say this split's usually more competitive as well?
Yeah,
Right.
in my experience, yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll just lock in.
Right, I'm gonna write some stuff to put in there. Write some takeaways so I don't have to upload this video of me just rambling. Alright, I'll see you both on Wednesday.
Yep. See it.
There you go.
Bye.
Bye, guys.